So on the screen here, we're seeing that there is filament loaded into the AMS, but clearly when you look, there's nothing there. So I'm thinking there could be some sort of clog down in the main hub. Let's load some filament and just see what happens. All right, so normally it would immediately grab the filament, but I think since it thinks there's already filament in it, it is not pulling more filament in, making me think there's either something wrong with the sensor in the hub, or hopefully it's just a bit of filament and we can get that out. So let's start by taking this apart. To do this, you'll need a 2mm hex wrench, a blower, and optionally a pair of pliers. To disconnect the PTFE tube, you're just gonna press here and pull out, and then press on the little tab there, and you can pull out your plug. First, we're going to remove these desiccant packs. These can be out of the way. And then we're going to remove the PTFE connector by pinching these little tabs and then pushing it through out the back side there. Let me just put this aside for now. Now, to get to a couple screws under here, we're going to remove these rollers. They just pop out just like that. Just these two for now. And we can see the two screws here, one there and one there. We're just going to unscrew those now. And a closer look, this is the hub that we're trying to get to. So we have to remove this whole unit here. With those screws removed, we can gently lift out this main frame, but be careful, there are a lot of cables underneath. You don't want to pull them out. So just pull it up until you can access them. Now we're going to disconnect these two connectors here so we can pull out this whole unit. The black one just has a little tab you're going to push on and then lift. The white one, no tab, you can just lift out here, just like that. Now we can remove the whole unit here. At this point, we can remove all these connectors, these PTFE tubes. To remove the PTFE tube, you just press down on this black lever here, and then you can pull them out. Flip it back over. To remove this whole hub, you'll remove these three screws, one here, here, and here. And before we can pull the unit out, we should disconnect these cables. So there's a small one in the front here. Let's be gentle with these. There's one on the motor on the side here. Now I can free this out, make it easier to get to this cable on the side. There. Now our hub is free. We can inspect it for any filament clogs or anything else. Also at this point, remove these little silicone seals. They will fall off, so it's best to just put them to the side for now. This is where the issue was, and looking down in there, I can see a little bit of filament. So the next step is to try to get that out. We noticed a lot of filament debris in here, which over time can probably lead to clogs. Part of this will be cleaning that. Next step is to remove the hub idler lever. There's just one screw on the side here. Just to dust it off, I'm going to use one of these little blowers. You could also use a small brush. Just want to get that filament out of there. Now with that clear and the pressure off with the lever removed, I'm going to push some filament through the back here and see if we can push out that filament. Actually able to push it right past and out the back side. There we go. That's the culprit that was causing all the issues. Now we're able to get this hub out, clean it all up, put it back in. It should work better than ever. Let's just push this all the way through, make sure that path is clear. While we're here, might as well just do that for all of them. Make sure everything's clear so we don't have to come back and do this again. Use the blower, just clear out any of that dust. You can see it flying up on the lever itself here, the idler. Okay, so let's get it back together. To reassemble, we're just gonna do the reverse. We'll start with this idler lever. Just gonna put the spring back on, press it down a bit just so we can get the screw started, and tighten it. Now we can put these little silicone seals back on. Just go on this edge like this. Now we can put the hub back on, but first I'm going to connect the smallest of the cables. Just seemed easier while it's off. Every cable is different, so you won't be able to mix those up. We can put our three screws back in and reconnect our other cables here. So at this point, we've installed the three screws and the three cables back in. Next step is to put this whole unit back in the main unit there. And while we're here, we might as well do a bit more cleaning. I'm seeing even more filament shavings down here. Just gonna blow all this out. Now we'll put it back in the way we took it out. Start by putting it in like that. And we can reconnect our cables now. We have two cables on the back here. White one goes to the white one here. And now the black one. Now gently slot the whole unit back in. Now there's just 2 more screws here that we took out. We can put our rollers back on. They just snap in. Has this ever happened to you? The rubber on your PTFE tube release button falls off and you try to get it back on, but it never just wants to go on right. No matter what you do, it just keeps popping off. Well, the proper way to do it is to actually remove this button from the inside. You can pinch this with your fingers, pops off like that. Now you can properly put it back on. Now that it's back on properly, you can put the whole unit back in. So it's just gonna go in like this, and on the inside, it's just gonna go through. It's back on, and now it won't fall off again. At this point, we're going to reconnect the PTFE tubes, but before you do, it's a good time to inspect them for wear because these are consumables. Filament can actually start to wear out from the inside and punch out the back if it gets too worn out. These ones look okay. They don't have too much time on them, so we're just gonna reuse them. There we go. Our AMS2 should be back together now. At this point, all there is left to do is test if that fix worked. So let's get it on the machine. We can just reconnect the PTFE tube and our 6-pin cable. So it is powering back on. It is showing our AMS unit here. It's showing that there is no filament in it, so that is fixed. Now let's load it with some filament, make sure it's 100% working. So it's grabbing the filament as it should. It's reading that there is filament loading in. And this is normal operating procedure. It seems to be working well. We'll have to do a test print just to be sure, but it appears to be fixed.